This is the current stock market update for NIO Incorporated, stock ticker NIO. Before we begin with today's stock market analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons. Leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. What we're looking at here is the weekly time frame. Each candle represents a full week's trading period. And I thought that I would start coverage on this channel for NIO with a look at the stock's entire price history. I think that this is probably useful because it is a stock that has gotten so much attention all over social media. In this case, what occurred was the stock began its IPO back here. This would have been roughly September 2018, with share prices trading around $8.50. From there, the trajectory was mostly lower. The stock did fall to lows around $1.50. And then we started to see this major upsurge in market attention. This was mostly fueled by social media, Twitter at the time, YouTube. There were several larger financial YouTubers that were really pumping the stock at that time. And you saw this astronomical price movement higher. I mean, we're talking about $2 per share to $67 per share. So roughly 25 or 30x. I mean, this was a tremendous price movement to the top side. But the unfortunate reality, and this is so common with meme stocks and stocks that trend heavily on social media, many people buy in at the highs. Many people buy in at extremely bad levels. This is where all the enthusiasm starts to occur. And then once things start to turn around, you've got all these people on YouTube saying that the stock is going to continue moving higher. It's going to double. It's going to triple, even at these elevated levels. When those promises fail to materialize, what actually winds up happening is that stop losses get tripped. People that bought in at these upper levels quickly have to exit those trades because they're losing so much money so quickly. In this case, this type of negative bearish activity occurred in roughly 3 different waves, as we can see here. So something roughly like this is really kind of how the trend history wound up working out. And now there is still a fair amount of attention on YouTube and other social media platforms, but the price action is really starting to flatten out at these lower levels. Next, I'm going to zoom in a bit further into the more near-term price action. So what we're looking at now is the daily price chart. Before it was the weekly, this is the daily. So each candle here is a single day trading period. And this is probably more relevant for people that are currently long the stock. So I understand a lot of those same people were long at probably $60 or $65. But the real trend activity that we need to pay the most attention to is this near-term price behavior, because the stock has now managed to settle itself out at these lower levels. There has been some evidence in recent quarterly reports which suggests that possibly this is a company that's starting to move into positive earnings territory. And these more recent support and resistance levels are going to be critical in determining the overall trend trajectory and whether or not the stock is going to be able to break out of this multi-year low. What I have outlined here would be the most critical near-term support and resistance levels. So recently the stock did fall from about $8.05 below the $5 mark. So that is critical because that is a psychological figure, $5 per share. A lot of people might think about buying the stock around those levels, and then we did actually see a break below that area. Ultimately, what this means is that $4.40 needs to hold, because if that doesn't happen, the next major level of support to the downside is about $1 lower. So we could fall another $1 at that point. And people that are actually interested in buying the stock at the best levels, and you should be trying to do that, especially with a stock like this that's starting to become range bound. It is important to wait for the best possible levels to buy. As things currently stand, the major level to watch to the top side comes in at $5.60. If the stock is able to break above that region, then you're looking at a possible test of those old highs at $8.05. But if we do see a failure here, that is your warning signal then that we possibly could be in for another test of $4.40, and then a break from there would then target another drop into roughly $3.40 per share.